Hello and welcome to this Christmas edition of Build Your Own Back to the Future DeLorean, where we're going to be looking at issues 50 and 51 this time. And I say it's a Christmassy edition. The intro was the only Christmassy thing about it. Nothing else is Christmassy. It's just because it's Christmas I called it Christmassy. Saying that though, it is a little Christmassy because it is a treat of an issue this time. What does a car need? It needs wheels, it needs an engine, and third, arguably, it needs seats. And we're going to be building and installing the seats of the DeLorean in this issue. So we're going to start by looking at what comes in issue 50, which are these parts here, which make up the driver's seat. Now, one thing I want to notice about this, it isn't hard plastic. This part is, I don't know what it is, it feels very different to the plastic that we have got with the rest of the build. Same with this back part here. This part is actually metal for the seat of the seat, which is pretty awesome. And then these parts here, they are bendable. I don't know what the material is. It is very soft plastic. And I know it's a soft plastic because, oh, that part's in there. Let's take that out. It's not meant to be in there yet. Come on, out you come. I know it is a soft plastic because I have a little dent in my driver's headrest there. Whether that's meant to be there, maybe that's a design choice. I don't think so. I think it's actually been leaning on one of the metal parts. But I have a slight dent in mine. It doesn't bother me. I'm not going to get a replacement. I like the idea of a seatbelt, maybe whacking it, or Doc Brown scratching it while he was installing time circuits and stuff like that. So yeah, just be careful because it is soft stuff. You might get some damage with them. But they're leathery. They're leathery material, actually. That's really quite nice. Yeah, it smells a bit leathery. Yeah, I just went to go and sniff the seat. Oh, that sounds so weird. Right, moving on. Let's get this all installed. You'll also see that we have these two pretty much identical padding parts here. They are to pad out the soft parts to the plastic parts. So let's put one in there like that. And then we get back the part that was in it. Oh, this part is actually metal as well. So we just pop in the metal part there. I completely missed everything apart from the top. You'll see that the connectors have got this like T shape, and the T shape will fit in, so the long end of the T will fit underneath, if I can get this right, and push through. Oh hey, this is a little more fiddly than I thought. Come on. Hey, to be secure when it's done, eh? There we go. So you'll see it holds in place like that. Very nice indeed. And then on this side, that one goes in nice and easily. Oh, and that one goes nice and easily too. There we go. Wasn't there too much trouble for that? And so you got the leathery feel, but you got the metal bit at the back to secure it in place, which is very nice. You see some warpage there, which I don't think will be too much of a problem when the seat is all installed. Now we do the exact same thing with the bottom half of the seat. We put the little foam connector in. I think actually this one is slightly bigger because it goes over the screw holes. So let's take this one apart again and replace it. And I like the fact that it does come with this padding, because obviously through the testing stages that they've done, they've realised that it just needed a bit more bounce to it, and probably protective as well. Actually, that made no difference whatsoever. That didn't cover that at all. How interesting. Right, okay. Do I have to cut this down to size? Does it go on here? Oh, actually, it's for the screw. Oh, I don't know. Oh, no, it doesn't matter because that's a screw hole for the bottom. That's the screw hole for the bottom, right? So the padding part goes in there, and then we just connect the soft leather part like so. There we go. Very nice indeed. Now, other parts of the seat include these two circular parts here. Zoom in and take a look at them. Very slight detail, which I like, you know, so you can adjust the seat back, adjust the seat forward, and it's at this stage that we put them in. The back of the seat, the little connectors go on the outside of the seat of the seat, so it looks like that. And hopefully I can sort out that warpage when I install this part as well. So you just pop them in like so. Now the connectors do have a little tab there, which do correspond with that tab there when I push it down enough. So you just got to line it up. There. Ah, that went in really, really easily. Very nice indeed. And let's do the same on this side. Let's get the tab upright. Come on. There we go. That one went in very nice and easily as well. Oh, the seats actually adjust. That is amazing. Look, they can go far forward. They can go quite far back. That's amazing. Oh, wow. Such nice attention to details. That's brilliant. Fantastic. Look at that. That's really nice. Now, all that's left to do is attach the back pieces. So, you know, they're not as pretty in the back. They're not made with this leather material. Actually, you can see the difference in colour. This is the leathery material, which is slightly got a slight greenish hue to it, and then this is just the plastic with the leather detailing. And of course the bottom of the seat will go on there like that, and you just secure it all with these screw holes. Actually, just to stop there, sorry, before you attach the back of the seats in place, you do need to make sure that these rollers are secure using a HP screw. So you just need to make sure that these go in before you attach the back to give that security. And yeah, there we go. That makes that a little better. And just do it on this side as well. That screw can never go on. Really easily done. Actually, these screws go in really nicely. It should be an awkward angle because there's the piece directly opposite it, but it's not at all. And there we go. We got the seat moving there, and now it's all ready to attach the back. And here we have the driver's seat all completed, looking very nice indeed, and it's got that movement still. Can move forward a bit, back a little bit, just like that. And I also went ahead and I did the passenger seat because it is exactly the same way to put it together. The only difference is mine doesn't have the mark that my driver's seat does, which is good, and there's a little gap there in my driver's seat which isn't in my passenger seat. The only other way to tell them apart, and the only way hopefully that you'll be able to tell them apart, is the little levers on the side here. On the passenger seat, it's on the right hand side, and it's on the left hand side for the driver's seat. So it would be the side facing the windows of the car. So the final thing to do in this video, and the final thing to do in 2017 on this DeLorean, is attach the seats to the interior part. And I think attaching the seats will help control these wires that, for me anyway, just sporadically just come out like they're alive. Let's do the driver's seat first, because that is the one we got first in issue 50. So we just need to make sure that the wires are on top, underneath the seat belt. No, that wouldn't work, would it? They'd be on top of the seat belt because the wires would have been made after. So put the wires on top of the seat belt and then put the seat in place. You'll see that it has some screw holes there. They need to fit into those two holes there, like that. And I'll just swing it around and you see them popping out there. Now I might need to cut away some of this carpet. And if you've done a carpet mod by Mike Lane, you won't have these extra parts. But I do. What you'll have to do is install them with the same screws that we installed the circle parts, the HP screws. And I'm going to do both seats, and when I've done that, I will show you what it all looks like. And there we have them all installed with the seat belts sticking through as well. And if you do have issues with your seat belts, don't worry, the seats do move up and down. Fantastic little attentions to detail, that. Absolutely brilliant. So it is important not to overscrew those screws there. So you've got that nice seat movement there. And of course, it means that the wires are now trapped, pulled through and trapped, so you can position them, take your time to position them as you want. And of course, the driver's seat does move as well. Might need to tighten those up a little bit because it is a little more clunky. And yeah, I mean, exquisite. It is absolutely exquisite. Look at this. I love the fact that the seats have this leather feel to them. It makes me wonder why they didn't do the rest in leather, especially these parts here. But, you know, you never know what will happen in the future. They might get replacement parts. Actually, I hope not. I'm not taking any of this apart after the wire issue of last week. No, 2 weeks ago now. It was really fun, but I'm not doing all that again. It looks exquisite, doesn't it? Look, and then the seats can move up. This attention to detail is phenomenal. It's not what I was expecting, actually. I expected more of the detail to be on the outside and the lighting and all the time circuity stuff, but the car detailing is great. I should have realised that, really, with the engine. Of course, this this is far too far out. The wheel will be there, like that. And it is fantastic. It is really nice to have a year's worth of build done, and we've got the complete chassis. We've got the complete interior. I mean, there's the side parts to come here. And then, of course, there's the backboard with the flux capacitor just there. All that will come pretty soon, I hope. I imagine so. I reckon we'll focus on the interior and then look at the exterior work. But just absolutely stunning. Not one part of this looks bad. All the foibles, all the troubles that I've had with it, you know, have all completely disappeared because it looks great. The only thing I am incredibly worried about now is whether all the lights work, and I really hope they do. There is some way, I think, of testing them with the R2-D2 kit, but I was mucking about with the tester thing and none of these cables I felt connected very well, so I didn't really know I don't really know what people have done there to test it. So let me know and I'll test it over Christmas. It'd be quite nice to get some Christmas lights going on the DeLorean. I'm sorry that there aren't no lights, but in the new year, hopefully we'll get a tester kit soon. And in the new year, oh man, who knows what it will bring. Just look at it. And if you're building it as well, just take some time over Christmas to just look at what you've done and think about all the man hours and everything you've done. I really recommend buying the Mike Lane stuff for the extra stickers and everything like that. The carpet is a really, really nice touch. I really like this leather work, even though, you know, it is a little shoddy in spaces, but it's my DeLorean. It's got a little cut there. It's got a little damaged bit there. I love it. I absolutely love it. For the probably about the 4th or 5th time now, I've just gushed over this model. It is exquisite, isn't it? It's beautiful, and I'm very happy to be doing it. I'm looking forward to, in the new year, getting the flux capacitor, getting all of this wired up and lighting, getting a nice dashboard from Mike Lane. That'll be great. And yeah, and then just working more on the DeLorean. How fantastic is that? So I'm going to have a nice little break over Christmas. I really hope you all have a very happy, Merry Christmas. And I will see you all in the new year. Well, I will be a year older because it is my birthday in January. Just thought I'd let you know that. So until then, guys, have a great Christmas. Take care. Bye-bye.